between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
Down, lady.
57. Hey, 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 hey.
Low, low, low.
He's checking.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Down, 180.
Mike 57. Cut, cut, cut.
To throw his car. And he fires one incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Mike's 57. 57's run.
Hey, Charlie.
57 to Mike. 57.
White.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. King operating from the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. Operating from the gun. King. Open man, it's Allen. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Back to throw. King throwing left side here, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
59. Watch the flip. Watch the flip. Watch the flip. Motion. Pop.
To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, LA! In for the score, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Charger drive about to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Raider 9. Get down. Well, Jumbo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, he's going to fire one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
No, possession's on. Possession's on.
Chargers 14, Raiders 6.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Here's King, throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Watch the edge.
That's right.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Move. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
I'm coming. Express. I'm coming.
57.
From the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. King. Hunter Henry brings it in. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, 87 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
distracting. Crash.
You're mine.
Kill.
Express.
Move. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Hey, 734.
Let's see what you got. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Monday, down. Blue 80.
Mike, 58, right there. Bring it.
Lie down.
Check.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You got nothing.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. King now, operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Back to throw. King. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now King from the gun, he'll throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
King on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
To throw is King. Throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A good pickup there, 22.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Bus formation, bus formation. Come on, boys, come on.
Second and 10 at the 12.
Here's King to throw on second down. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, second and goal.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Second and 5. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, King. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
King now on 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they open the lead up now to 25.
31. Raiders 6.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Why? Get wide. Check. Fresno.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
185.
Throwing now is Carr. Going deep here for Watkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Express.
Here I come.
Hey, I-7.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing right, and that's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. King. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Danny.
You're mine.
Carr.
I got you, boy.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerry Tillery breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A gain of 6. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Oh!
King on first down. It's Williams on the catch. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Raider 1.
General West.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Carr. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now it's Crowell running right. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the curve.
Back to throw. King, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Low. Safety cream.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
White. Ain't giving up nothing today.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Check OP.
Check safety, check.
Second down and goal. Carr. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Drop deep.
Express. All set.
58 to me.
734. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna...
Shotgun now for Carr. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Single. I got a single in the slot. Single in the slot.
King throwing on third and long.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
That's complete. It's Gordon.
Here I come again.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
59. Hey, tight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here we go.
Carr now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Raiders.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, D.
One final try now for Carr. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the home team here, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story.